Welcome, guy. I do it every time, don't I? Don't unmute every time. What is wrong with me? I never unmute this thing. I don't know if I like this angle. It's bothering me because I'm trying to not look here over here. But I got the chat. Remember, super chats means supporting the live streams, and guarantee I will see them. But we will be taking your phone calls. For about an hour, we're going to take phone calls. Now, I am over here on the main channel. I'm testing out live here to see if we get more people because, honestly, last week we got like 4 calls. So my plan is now maybe do it on the main channel where I have a lot more subscribers, get more of you guys here, more phone calls, and then move it over to the live channel. I just don't like to clutter my channel with live show clips and all that. Anyway, so we already got 30 people, so that's a good sign right there. I will be posting the number in a few minutes so you can call. All you have to do is, you don't need a software, you don't need an app, you just need your phone. Pick up your phone, dial the number, and you will be able to talk to the Junkman to talk Star Wars. And who we got in the room tonight? We got Duck and Douglas. I don't know who they are, but they sound pretty bitchy. Silver Scratch Built. See, I'm starting to see names I haven't seen, so maybe it is better to do it on this channel over here. Captain Rex. Ransom Sturt. I can't really know what that word is. Cardboard Bites. Roser, Peter, Captain. Said that one already. The Equalizer. Now, he's in every one I go to. There's the Equalizer right there.
Shucky ducky quack quack.
And he requested a shucky ducky quack quack. What's up, Junkman? Andy all weekend wants to know what's up. It's the 45th anniversary of Star Wars. Can you believe it? Now, I know I usually do a video at 8 o'clock every night, noon and 8. But we did the 8 o'clock 7 because I was doing the live stream. Check it out. It's just me reminiscing about early memories of seeing Star Wars or learning or falling in love with Star Wars. I talk about this right here. Yeah. This is my original Star Wars books. One of the first Star Wars piece of merchandise I ever had. And like I said in that video, if you hadn't watched it yet, I just like looking at the pictures. I just like looking at the pictures. Let me show you my favorite one right there. Love that picture. But tonight's about you guys. You guys get to call in. What we do have a toy box to open here. Just came when I was going to do the live stream. So let's, we'll take one. We've got a lot of stuff in here. So we'll take at least one thing out at a time, maybe. Let's see here. Let's see what's at the top of the box. You ready? There we go. Retro style. Still with that ugly sticker. Please, Hasbro, remove the sticker. Can we start taking these stickers off? They're not even needed. No one's going to confuse this with a real vintage figure. Look at this. That's the Mandalorian right there. Looks good. First time I've seen it. Now, they already done one other Mandalorian and different. I don't know why they do the same figure so many times. This one's shinier. But there you go. Right there. Got some more in the box. And we'll go through the box later. But I'm going to put the phone number up there so you guys can get the phone number. Let me get all that situated here. And, want to talk Star Wars. When did you fall in love with Star Wars? Or whatever you want to say about Star Wars. It's Star Wars night. And don't forget, this will be on the podcast Sunday. Every Sunday night at 10. The newest podcast up now where we talk 80s cartoons. And this one will be edited down. All this BS right here will be edited out. Thrown up on the podcast. You can get that on Apple, Google, wherever you get your podcast apps. Just look for it. It's called Generation X Basement, the call-in talk show, I think. We changed the name of it. We got Les Cove graphics in here saying, cancel the Junkman. Cancel the Junkman. Long live retro, he says also, and very nice. Okay, now, you guys that's new here, you might not know, but the guys that's here every Wednesday, I have to play an ad while I get all the systems set up and everything so I can take phone calls. So we're going to play an ad, and we'll be right back, and that's when I'll post the number. That's not the ad. It says it's the ad. That is not the ad. Let's try that again. Have you ever wanted to dress like the Junkman? Well, you can at junkmanmerch.com. We got shirts, all kinds of shirts, all kinds of colors of shirts. We got mugs. We got shirts, and all kinds of shirts. Pop culture shirts, Star Wars shirts, He-Man shirts. You name it, we got on a shirt. All different color styles, colors, long sleeve, short sleeves, V-neck, girl shirts, boy shirts, all kinds of shirts. Did I tell you we had masks? That's right, we got masks, we got mugs, we got stickers, we got magnets. We've got a lot more, but mostly we got shirts. Junkmanmerch.com. Look at all these shirts. And we got all kinds of shirts, not just shirts about toys. We got shirts about retail stores that haven't existed in over 20 years. And did I tell you we have mugs? That's right, we got mugs, we got masks, we got long sleeve, short sleeve, all different colors. We got Junkman-related shirts, we got toy-related shirts. We even got shirts based on restaurants that you went to as a kid that they didn't make shirts of, but you always wanted one. Now you can't get one at Junkmanmerch.com. We got all kinds of shirts, from Showbiz, Media Play, Playworld, Indiana Jones, Star Wars. If you grew up on it and you loved it, you can get it at Junkmanmerch.com. There we go. I made it in time. I'm just trying to pin it right here. Let me pin it in the chat. Pin message in the chat. Okay, 470-541-243. Now, as always, when we take the first couple of calls, it's gonna be the first call in, it's gonna be messed up where I can't hear you, you can't hear me, or you won't be able to hear the caller, or you'll hear the caller, you won't hear me. It's gonna be screwed up. Now, last week we did it. We did it last week. It didn't even mess up at all. I don't believe it, but we did it last week. So let's get through here and see if we do that again. Let me get my trusty headphones on here, and we will talk Star Wars tonight. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Usually the first caller's shy. It takes a while for the first callers to come in, and then after that, it looks like... Oh, I do have a call. Hold on now. I do have a call. Allow. Give me 1 second here.
Harold Dixon.
This is the Junkman. Who's calling into the junk room?
Howdy, my name is Harold Dixon. How you doing?
Carol Dixon. Hold on real quick, Carol Dixon. I want to make sure the chat room can hear you. So I'm going to ask the chat room, do you hear the caller and do you hear me? Do you hear the caller and do you hear me? Let's see what the chat room says, and then we'll get back into the call. Chat room's a little behind. Let's see here. Yes, Ransom says he hears us both. Man, we got it right on the first try. I don't believe it. Okay, let's start over. Who is this?
Howdy, my name is Harold Dixon. Are you Darren Junkman?
Yes, that would be me, the Junkman.
Listen here, I got a little bone to pick with you. My boy Jimmy started watching your videos on collecting action figures and whatnot.
Nice.
He took a Geordie the Hutt action figure from Star Wars, used it like a judge's gavel, said, "Tell it to the judge."
That's what you do. That's what he should tell you when you tell him to clean your room. If you tell him to clean his room, he should say, "Tell it to the judge."
He took a Geordie the Hutt figure, slammed it down, said, "Tell it to the judge."
Smart guy.
Now, another thing, he started collecting action figures, spending up all kinds of money we don't got, and I think it's your fault.
Sounds like he's a smart kid.
Smart kid. He took the $20 I had saved up to get my tooth surgery done.
Well, there you go. What's better than having a teeth? Wouldn't you rather have an investment?
I tell you, I'm just about 2 seconds away from giving you good old-fashioned country ass whooping, boy.
No. Oh, well, that's nothing wrong with that. That's always a little fun to do. But sounds like you got a smart kid there. Does he have a blue snaggletooth?
Now, I sure wish he did, because if he did, I'd get my teeth fixed real fast, couldn't I?
Well, it would have matched your tooth, probably.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
but, the good thing here, my boy Jimmy turned me on to Star Wars. I'm starting to like it, too.
Man, that is a smart kid.
Yeah, smart kid, but he's sure gotten a smart mouth since he started watching your videos.
Nothing wrong with that. It makes him a stronger man.
Well, if you say so.
I mean, what do you want him to do? Be one of them, walk around getting upset about his pronouns?
Hey, I reckon that you owe me the $200 that he done spent up on action figures after watching your show.
Nah, I didn't make him. I didn't. Maybe he's buying them for you as a gift for Christmas, and you just don't know it yet.
Yeah, we'll see.
How many teeth do you have?
I'm only missing 2 of them. The horse that we trying to tame here bucked me off and hit the ground, and my teeth hit a rock, and so 2 front teeth are missing.
I know how you feel. I got 2 fake teeth right in the front right here. So I know how you feel, but I wouldn't trade it. I would rather have Star Wars figures than teeth.
I reckon. Well, anyway, thank you for your time, Junkman. Just wanted to get that off my chest to you.
Well, I apologize, and I will make a video and tell him not to buy Star Wars toys unless he asks you.
Well,
first.
I don't appreciate him taking that George the Hutt action figure and slamming it down like a gavel after watching your videos.
Well, that's a smart kid. That's how that Geordie the Hutt is, you know. He looks like a judge.
I guess. All right, well, have a good one.
Thank you for calling.
Yep, bye.
Well, that was an interesting call to start the show. I don't know if we celebrated Star Wars anniversary with that call right there, but it was a lot of fun. Oh, let's see. We got another call already. I was going to pull another thing out of the box, but we have another caller. This is the Junkman. Thanks for calling in the Junk Room. Who is this?
This is Dusty.
Dusty. How's it going? You're not the. I guess this isn't the girl, Dusty.
No, the guy.
Yeah, I figured that. What's on your mind tonight, Dusty?
Not much. I just thought I'd give a call and see how you, tell you how you, see what's going on.
Just celebrating 45 years of Star Wars.
That's awesome. I can't believe it's been 45 years. It just seemed like it was 25 years ago when.
Yes, I mean, it's going
when
by
they were celebrating
fast.
for the Phantom Menace.
Oh, God, yeah, I can't believe the special edition is that long ago also, because, man, that and the prequels do seem like maybe 15 years ago.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. It went by quick.
That it did. When did you first see Star Wars?
Maybe, I guess when I was 7 or 8 or so. I seen Empire Strikes Back first, and then saw Return of the Jedi, then found out there was another one, and then I watched A New Hope.
Man.
I watched them out of order.
Well, they're kind of out of order. I mean, you can see Empire and Jedi without having to see the first one. I mean, it makes it better if you have, but, you know, it's not needed the first time.
Yeah.
It's not like you'll be lost if you didn't see the first one. But that's interesting that you saw the first one last. I guess you saw them on home video.
Yeah, home video. Yep. Or home video. Yeah, home video.
So, which one's your favorite of the three?
I like A New Hope. I guess because of the adventure aspect and stuff.
Yeah, it's you know, for me it's Empire, like most people, like a lot of people. But here's a special place for Star Wars: A New Hope because you know it's the first.
Yeah, I do like Empire Strikes Back too, though. I mean,
They're all good. It's like asking which one's your favorite child.
The way?
I said they're all good, so it's like asking which one's your favorite child.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Depends on what kind of mood I'm in that day, which one I'm into.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Okay, well, you got anything else you'd like to add?
No, that's it. I just want to call in, first time caller and say your channel's awesome.
Is this the first time you watched the live show?
I've been watching on playback, but I've been kind of shy to call in. So
okay. But it's the first time you caught it live?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just curious. Do you know about the live channel, or did you find it because I'm on the main channel? Put you on the spot.
The live channel.
Okay. I'm just trying to see how many people know about the live channel. Okay. Well, if you don't got nothing else, I'm gonna jump off and take another caller. But I do appreciate you calling in.
All right.
And please call back next week.
Alrighty.
Thanks. That is what we call another satisfied caller. Right there, the jump. Let's pull another thing out of the box here. Let's see what else we got from Big Bad Toys. Ooh, look at this one. Ooh. Let's focus. There we go. Ahsoka Tano. I hate the back of the card. Why can't you give us a retro back? Hey, Hasbro, give us a retro back. We got another caller here. Hold on, caller. Hold on. I'll take your call in just a second. I'm showing the Ahsoka Tano figure. So let's take this other caller now. This is the Junkman. Who's calling into the junk room? Yes. Who is this? Doing good. You? What's on your mind tonight?
I'm calling. '70s and early '80s.
So you fell in love with Star Wars back in '77. You're one of the original guys. Saw it back in the original days.
Yep. Well, at the time when they first came out in the original days, I was a little chap, you know. So they took me to the movies to see it when I was little, but I didn't really understand it until like the late '70s, early '80s when I went to see Empire Strikes Back. But I still was buying the action figures. You know, they was buying me the toys, and I was still in love with it. And I loved all three of those episodes. Then when they made the prequels, I was even more in love with those.
Yeah. Oh, you like the prequels? So you wasn't one of those people that hated the prequels, huh?
Oh no, I love the prequels, man. They're just as good as the original trilogy to me.
They're pretty. I mean, I wouldn't say they're not as good as the original, but you know, I was a lot older when I saw them, so it's hard to fall in love with them like I did as falling in love with a kid, like seeing the original Star Wars.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're good.
When yeah. I mean, when I first saw the original trilogy, of course, it hit me different because I was a little one, and a little person, and then I was playing with the action figures. Then when I saw the the prequels, I had to understand this is the beginning of the story, so it's a different type of saga,
Oh yeah, it was different for sure.
Different, so it's going to hit me different, but I still loved them, I mean, I don't know why it got so much bad, hype, bad criticism. Now, like I didn't think it was that terrible. I really enjoyed them.
Yeah, it was overly bashed, that's for sure. I mean, it was. Yeah, I didn't love them like I did the original, but I didn't hate them. There was too much hate. They didn't deserve that much hate as they got. I mean, that was a lot of hype to live up to. So people was let down because they built it up for 16 years, waiting to see that prequel, and then wasn't happy with it. But I liked it.
Yeah, I think that most people that wasn't happy with it was the people that like from the older generation from who saw the original trilogy that maybe expected to be like that when it was a totally different story. And I went into it knowing that, so I didn't expect it to have anything similar, but it was a different feeling. It didn't feel like the original trilogy, but it still had its own thing, and I took it for what it was, and understanding that it was the beginning. You have to piece it together to tie in the loose ends,
Yeah, it had its own. It almost had its own feel, but it should. I mean, it's a different time period.
Yeah, that's why. Now the new sequels, the ones, the 7, 8, and 9, I didn't really enjoy those at all. I'll be honest,
Yeah, I like Force Awakens a lot, but the other ones.
The first one was good. The first one, I ain't gonna lie, that was good. But the next two, that I think they didn't really do a good job on that. I think they just did whatever they wanted to do, and they should have pulled George back in. It was his thing. They should have pulled him back in and said, "Look, we need help with 7, with 8 and 9. Like we don't want to screw this up. We were lucky on episode 7, so let's just for 8 and 9 put your input and let's just what should we do with this, and go this route to make sure this is the thing."
Yeah.
You gotta understand. You know what? Well, also, I don't understand about 7, 8, and 9. It took away a lot of the magic from when George did the other ones, because 7 was good, but they messed up where I wouldn't say they messed up, but like remember the original trilogy and the prequels, they came out all in May, and then they were 3 years apart. So like they took the magic away when they released it in December. And then after that, they didn't put it for 3 years apart. It's like, I know that's a long time to wait for each episode, but it lost its touch when you do that,
Yeah, and then you had a Rogue One in between also, so that hype up of waiting for the next one wasn't there like it usually is.
Yeah, so Rogue One was all right, though.
Yeah, it's okay.
Rogue One was okay.
Yeah.
The solo story was all right, too. It wasn't that bad, but the Last Jedi and what's the other one? The Last Jedi and the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Like They really butchered it, man.
I can
Oh,
watch
man.
last Jedi. That's okay to me. It's not great, but I hated that last one, that Rise of Skywalker. I hated.
Yeah, that was just horrible. I think, if George Lucas want to save them, I think he ought to just tell them to take every copy in everybody's house of that episode and destroy it. That is worse than the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Oh, come on
that
now.
is- that's worse than the 1978 Star Wars Holiday Special.
Oh man.
That's how bad it was to me. To me, they should just redo those two. Redo episode 8 and episode 9. He should have redid them, and he could release episode 8. And they still got time. They can release episode 8, redo it all over, release it in 2024, and then release episode 9 in 2027.
Right.
And then it'll mark the 50th anniversary, and then everyone will be happy. And George could do it his way and just fix it up from where they messed up and left it off at. Fix it up. That's what I think they should do.
Yeah, but I mean, if Lucas wanted to do Star Wars, he wouldn't have sold it. So I don't think he really,
That's true.
Sadly.
And you know what's sad? I think one of the reasons why he sold it is because he got so much criticism on the prequels, and I think he said, you know what, they really make me feel bad. So maybe if I sell it to Disney, maybe they can make them happy, the fans happy. Because if I touch it again, they'll just hate me more. Maybe they could do something better with it, and they did worse.
And that's part of the blame is the fans, because if Disney bought it, so why would Disney wasn't going to, they was like, these fans hate Lucas now. They say he ruined their childhood, so they probably didn't want to, ask him too much about it. They should have, but,
So they figured,
all that backlash, it was hard for them, to take his advice.
And that's the sad thing. He gave them, when he sold it to Disney, he gave them episodes 7, 8, and 9 where he wrote, the original script. And he had it already planned what he should put it about. He gave it to them. Now, they didn't have to take every concept of it, but they could have took some parts of it. And they could have had him on the side as a collaborator or supervisor, even though they sold the company, just because they know he knows what he's doing. And a little changes, of course, they could have made their way because it's now their company, but it would have been better. But they was like, no, let's just do it our own way. We know what we're doing, and they just destroyed it, man.
The biggest problem with them, let me just see what you think. My biggest problem with them is it didn't seem like they had a plan going in. That they didn't, they didn't have a story arch for all three. They kind of just made one, and then the second one they said, there's all three of them just made it where they don't link together like the original three.
I don't think they had a story arc at all. I believe they was doing it all like as it came, random, like ad lib almost. Like,
yeah, you can't do that.
It's like I believe that The Force Awakens was pretty written good, the first one, but after that they was like just coming up with whatever ideas. Wait a minute, no, that's not a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Just because they was pressing for time and they was rushing this thing, and it just was all over the place. It really. It's like they didn't have a construct, idea and set plan. When George did the other ones, the original trilogy and the prequels, he said it took him 10 years when he starts at the beginning to, it takes him about a year or 2.5 years to write one episode, and he still goes in and changes little things. And the whole thing, the process, that's why it takes so long to do these films when he did it for 3 years apart, because it's like a 10-year process. When they bought the company from Lucas it was the mid 2000s, they had time to work on it, but as soon as they bought it, they rushed and did it. And episode 7 was all right, but I think the other two they didn't do quite a good job. And now they brought him back in to help with certain things, but we'll see how good it goes with the Kenobi series.
Yeah, it seems like they learned some lessons and they're trying to do things better. So fingers crossed. I mean, Boba Fett was okay. I like the Mandalorian a lot. So, I'm not writing them off. They see if they did something wrong and they fix it. That's all we can ask for. So let's see what they do.
Yeah, maybe they could fix it. And that's all we could say. Because they don't want to really have fans hating it. And right now the only thing, because if they really destroy, the whole franchise, then people are only going to own, episodes 1 through 6. And that's all they're going to love.
Yeah,
and that's all Star Wars is going to be remembered for.
Well, I'm curious what the kids today are going to think in 20 years. Because, there's a lot of people that hated the prequels, but now it's loved by a lot of people. So you never really know.
Yeah, I think the future's just going to love the ones that Disney did anyway, because they're going to grow up in a different era, a whole generation. So that's all they're going to know. I mean, they could always go back to it, but it's not going to hit them the way it hit us. So, you know,
That's true.
just like how, you know, it's like right now, you know, when you turn on television, when I grew up in the 80s, you know, my favorite thing was when I came home in afternoons to turn on and watch Masters of the Universe,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, or Thundercats or Voltron, you know.
Right.
Oh,
right.
man, that feeling, you know, you don't get that in these cartoons no more. Like when I used to watch He-Man at the end, he always used to tell you something, some advice, and, you know, always a little lesson, something, those things you remember.
What?
And then then the action figures, the muscles and the monsters and the fighting, you know, it's just something you don't get in these cartoons nowadays.
And it's different too when you got 100 cartoons to pick from, and you can watch them at any time into the day. You know, you can watch them on your phone,
Yeah.
you can watch them in your house, you can watch them at school, and you can watch any
Exactly.
movie at the drop of a hat. So it just takes the fun away, I think, when you can just have
That's
it.
what changed everything.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with music, you know. Like right now, you can listen to any kind of song you want in the 80s and the early 90s before this technology and this internet stuff. Not saying that stuff ain't good, the technology and internet, but during then, like the only kind of music you had your fans, you know, you had television, you watch a video come out when your favorite artist, that's just released, you go to the store and you buy the album or the CD. Nowadays, you don't even have to get up to listen to the music because it's billions and millions of different artists to listen to. You could just go on your phone and like this guy, and then it's like you had your set, you know, like in the 90s. Oh, everybody, you know, I like Nirvana. Who you like? I like Pearl Jam. Oh, so you ain't with us, you know? So, like,
Right.
we in our camp, you know? We respect those guys, but we know when we go to the store, we want to buy Pearl Jam CD, or we want to buy Nirvana CD. Oh, you like Tupac? Oh, I don't like Tupac. I like Biggie, so I'm going to go buy Biggie, you know? You know,
Right.
different ways and stuff, but nowadays it's all over the place, man. It's like, you know, you know how they say the video killed the radio star. Now the internet killed the video star.
That's true. That's true because
It's
you used,
same
to,
thing.
you used to get an album, and if you would listen to it until you loved it. But now it's like 10 seconds in, you're hitting the next button to go to the next song if you don't like it. So you don't you don't grow to love
it's like,
stuff anymore.
And the artists can't even shine the way they used to shine then for the pure love of whatever they created, because you can listen to one artist, you be like, who's this? Oh, I like this song. This is nice. And 2 minutes, 3 minutes later, 4 minutes later, you listen to another artist because it's so many different new artists on there that you just at the press of a button and you forget about the last artist you just heard. So you listening to 20 different artists a day, and then you only remember none of them, you know,
Yeah,
to the next
right.
day, because you can't really follow anybody that have your own, you know, like any artist can have their own cult following because they love everybody, because it's so many people to choose from at the touch of a button.
Very
You know,
true.
so nobody has a real big fan base, you know,
Right.
and they did it with the cartoons. I just hope the future, like you said, doesn't take away from the joy of children, you know, because, you know, so many different cartoons to choose from, so many different toys, and they took away all the toy stores, you know.
No, yeah.
God, man.
Hey, well,
KB toy store's gone. Toys R Us gone. Lionel Playworld gone.
they're all
Toys
gone.
R Us used to be the thing, man. Why would you take toy stores away from children? They don't even want children to be children anymore. What is happening?
I
Oh,
don't
man.
know, but hey, man, let me jump to another caller, man. Call
All
back,
right,
man.
I'll call another time, man. Maybe I'll call later on.
Okay, later.
I'll see you later.
There we go. Another satisfied caller. I tried to keep him 5 to 7 minutes, but he had a lot to say. This is Junkman. Thank you for calling the Junk Room. Who is this?
Send a voicemail. Press.
Uh-oh, I hit the wrong button. Hold on, let's try that again. Junkman, thanks for calling. Who is this?
Junkman, this is Craig Bard calling. Happy whatever day we're supposed to call it. I don't know if it's the 4th or the 25th or whatever.
We just call it Star Wars anniversary, I guess. I don't know. May 25th. We'll just say it's May 25th.
Okay, that's good enough. Brother, I appreciate you, and you make me happy when I'm sad.
Well, thank you. I'm glad I bring some enjoyment to some people. My ex-wife might disagree,
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people don't know how to laugh, pal.
but
Don't pay
yeah,
'em no mind.
ain't that a true?
Yeah. I wanted to call you because I have such good memories from 78 to about 90 with a bunch of guys and girls like me who liked the movie so much they wanted to dress like the characters, and I thought that would be a cool thing to say.
Oh,
I
that
know
is
people
cool.
would select- yeah, and it's so funny because right now, even though we're not allowed to carry them anymore, I got every blaster Han Solo ever wore or used.
Really?
Now I can't take them out of the house.
Well, you mean like the Kenner toy ones, or like a replica?
Oh no, these are metal.
Awesome.
No.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those at conventions, but you got to paint them yourself. And I was like, I don't know how to paint that good.
It's not worth it. I'm pleased I own them, but those kind of memories are sustaining.
Oh yeah,
No matter
definitely.
what's going on.
Oh yeah.
And it's a shame about what they're doing to the toys with the packaging and the design and who are they going to make and all that. But I didn't want to talk about that. I just wanted to let you know, this should be an uplifting day. And if you weren't having one, I wanted to give you one.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, any day I get to talk with you guys about Star Wars is a good day.
Well, the thing that kills me about you that makes me laugh is hearing Fred Sanford saying, thank you for that unsolicited testimonial.
Don't y'all love it? I almost took it off my videos. I was like, no, I love it. I love Fred Sanford. Got to keep it
Please
on.
don't take it off.
Nah, I got to keep it on there.
I see the General Lee back there.
Yes.
I don't see the Starsky and Hutch car
No,
back there.
if I had one, I would put it over there, but I don't. I do got a Starsky and Hutch over on the other side, a little small Hot Wheel size. I do have one over
Yeah.
there, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in a case. But you can't see it, but it is over there. Just not big like the General Lee. Okay, you got anything else on your mind?
Just keep it coming.
Okay,
Keep
well,
me smiling and laughing. And some of these things you do about the dumbest bootlegs and the stupidest toys about kill me. I almost fall off my chair.
well, there's a lot of
Sometimes I need that.
there's a
And
lot
my
of
heart
stupid
is
stuff
with
out
you
there.
when you say how stupid it is, and you're so upset, and I'm like, oh man, I feel for you, Junkman.
It's hard.
I
You're
just
like,
wanted
it's just
to
so
say-
stupid sometimes. You're like,
I
where
just
is
wanted to say
it?
thank you.
Okay, well, thank you for watching. Call in next week.
All right.
Thanks.
All right. See you, brother.
Yeah. That is what we call on the junk room another sci-fi caller. Yeah, we're rolling a Star Wars day. We're taking another call. I was going to reach my hand in the box, but I can't because we got to take another call. This is the Junkman. Who is this calling into the junk room?
Blake.
Blake! Ooh, I need a hand plate for I need a button for Blake. Here, Blake, this one's for you right here. Cause that's the only one I have loaded up right now, the hamburger. Blake! Our youngest, coolest fan, Blake. How's it going, Blake?
Good.
What's on your mind tonight?
I really came just to talk about Star Wars: A New Hope.
Yes, because today is the anniversary of Star Wars. Where were you in 1977?
Not born.
Oh, well, I guess you didn't see it at the... Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
hey,
I didn't get to see it.
at least you saw it. It's better to see it than not see it at all. So you did get to see it.
Oh yeah, I've seen it many, many times.
It's a great one.
Yeah.
So what do you want to say about A New Hope?
How amazing it is.
I'm right there with you.
Like, it's the original Star Wars movie, and I'm not trying to be mean to the like before A New Hope and stuff. The Revenge of the Sith.
Yes.
I forget what it's called. The prequels.
The
Or something.
prequels. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be mean to the prequels, but Star Wars: A New Hope was the first ever Star Wars movie, and it's still amazing to this day.
Yes, even the special
Like, you
effects. Still good.
You can watch it back to back to back to back, and then it'll feel like you're watching a new movie.
Oh, so it doesn't feel like when you watch it, it doesn't look like some old-fashioned movie, huh?
No, it feels like you're watching a new movie because you notice something different every single time you watch it.
Oh, now, Blake, I hear you, because to this day, still, I find stuff I didn't know about when I watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you find little stuff in the background, or here, miss this and that. Yeah, that's what I love about watching it. You always find something, even after all this time.
Yeah, cause like there's itty bitty details and stuff.
Right. I think I've asked you before, out of the 3 original, which one's your favorite?
I'm gonna have to say Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, everybody says that. I don't blame you. Now, a hard question. Have you seen the original cut of Star Wars, or have you only seen the special edition that has Jabba and A New Hope and Greedo shooting first, or have you seen the original cut?
I have the original cut.
Now, that's a fan.
I think I have the original cut of it, but I don't think I've seen the original cut.
Oh.
I've seen like bits and pieces of like some of the scenes. So I haven't like watched the whole thing through.
Okay, get with your dad. Your job this weekend is to watch A New Hope, original cut. Call back next week, and I want to hear your thoughts on it.
My dad just gave me the VHS tape of the original.
Oh, you have something to play a VHS tape in?
Yeah.
Okay, watch the original, and then next week give us a call back.
Okay.
Because as much as the special editions are good, the originals are better. I mean, that Jabba scene doesn't look too good. Greedo shooting first, kind of. There's a couple of things here and there. It's not as bad as Jedi Rock. They added in the Jedi with the puppets, the CGI puppet seeing in the camera. That was pretty bad. But watch A New Hope.
Yeah.
At least watch A New Hope, and then call back next week.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling, Blake.
You're welcome.
We'll talk to you next week.
All right. Bye.
That is Blake, our youngest fan. But man, we are getting more calls here than usual, so I think doing it on this channel is going to help the channel. But let's take another call. This is the Junkman. Who's calling in to the Junk Room?
What's up, Junkman? It's Robbie.
What's up, Robbie? How's it going tonight?
Doing good, brother. How you doing?
Doing good. Celebrating 45 years of Star Wars.
I cannot believe it's been 45 years since Star Wars came out.
Seems like it was just 44 years ago.
Well, unfortunately, I wasn't old enough to remember the first 2 in the theaters, but I was old enough to see Return of the Jedi.
Oh, yeah, well, at least you saw one of them, but I know what you mean.
But Star Wars was one of those films that, either you liked it or you didn't. For me, I absolutely love the film, and to this day, it's still one of my favorite franchises. I didn't really care too much for the prequels or the last 3 that recently came out. I'm more of an original trilogy guy.
I hear that a lot, which is fine too. I mean, there's all kinds of different fans.
Yeah. One of the interesting things to point out about Star Wars, though, it really revolutionized the movie industry.
Oh.
As far as how movies are made.
Oh, yes, definitely. Changed it almost overnight.
Yeah, and we saw Industrial Light and Magic come out because of Star Wars.
Right.
But anyway, Star Wars is just one of those films that you're able to watch and just kind of escape into that mythical fantasy world, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You going to watch Obi-Wan this week?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, fingers crossed. But yeah, Star Wars is, you can always escape into one of the Star Wars, especially the original 3. You can go in and cut your mind off and really enjoy it.
So I do have a question for you.
Yes.
Me personally, I really don't like the special editions or... I still have my original VHS tapes.
Yes.
And fortunately, they still play. How do you feel about the special editions?
They're interesting. They're good to watch in 1977. I'd be okay if we had both versions to pick from, depending on what movie. Because there are some things that they fix in it that makes it better. I mean, but the bad thing I don't like about it is whenever there's a new scene in it, my mind cuts off from the movie and says, new scene. So even like the stuff they did fix, my mind sees new, and it just takes me out of the movie when I watch it.
Yeah, because I remember when they re-released Star Wars as the, quote, special edition, end quote. I was really excited. I went to the theater.
Oh, yeah.
seeing some of the CGI effects that they just kind of threw in there was just like, that doesn't feel like Star Wars. That doesn't look like Star Wars.
Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff they fixed that a lot of people don't even pick up on that's in the special edition, you know. And there's some lightsaber, like Luke's lightsaber's white in the Falcon. I think they went back and edited it, blue, fixed the color. So there's some things they did fix, and I'm good with that. Especially when you're talking adding that Jabba scene and that Jedi rock scene, the music at the end, and just some of the decisions they made.
I'm more a fan of the original music from the original Return of the Jedi.
Yes, I love that.
The original song was called Lapty Neck.
Yes, it was great.
I didn't really care for the Jedi Rocks music.
No, it was just CGI and it was weird. And I don't know, it was just weird. I said the really bad parts of the special edition really take you out of it. And I missed the Ewok song at the end, the celebration song they used to sing. I missed that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't hate the special editions, but I just wish I could, be as easy to see the original cut. Wish they were on Disney or something.
Now, one of the more fun things about Star Wars for me was in high school, my history teacher was a huge Star Wars fan like myself. And so when we were studying about World War II and Germany, he used Star Wars because Star Wars was actually based off of a lot of the stuff from World War II.
Right.
So the entire time we were studying about that, he kept bringing in Star Wars action figures and Star Wars stuff and telling us how it was basically the story of World War II just put to a sci-fi movie. And I tell you, man, I was so stoked to go to class.
Bet so.
The whole time that we had Star Wars in there, I was like, yes.
I would have learned. I would have been a completely different person today if all my teachers taught class with Star Wars figures. I would be I'd be up there with Elon Musk probably building a rocket ship now.
Yeah. Well, my dad and I are the two biggest Star Wars fans in our family.
Oh, that's cool that you and your dad can share it. That's good. My parents, my dad or my mom didn't care nothing about no Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, what's funny is like we like to quote different Star Wars lines at different times. And recently, when my parents came out here to visit me, the light turned green. My dad said, "Okay, Chewie, hit it."
Yeah, I used to do it with my son in the car, and he was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, I mean, Star Wars has been something that has brought so much joy and so much excitement to so many people, and it is hard to believe, for 45 years, it's still going.
Yes, it's popular, if not popular, more popular than it is. More popular now or about just the same as popular as it was in 77. Not many other films can say that.
Well, my dad said that when he went to the theater, he waited in line for about 2.5 hours.
Oh, yeah, I remember waiting in line for Jedi. Yeah, I can't remember waiting in line for I can remember waiting in line to see Jedi. It took a while.
Yeah, well, anyway, my dad said he stood in line for 2.5 hours, and then when he saw the movie, I mean, he was literally blown away by the special effects, and he's like, there's never been a movie like this.
Oh, definitely.
And when he saw the entire theater jump up out of their seats and cheer and applaud, he was just like, this is something really special.
Yeah, and I mentioned the day in my video, it's just, now it's all computerized, so you just don't have that wonder, how do they do that? Because you kind of know, done on a computer.
Yeah, and so my dad was just saying, it was one of those things that nobody had seen anything like it before, ever.
Right.
And with the groundbreaking special effects at the time, it was just mind-blowing. He remembers watching the Star Destroyer come across the screen in the opening moments, and right then and there he was hooked, because it was just like, wow, this is a great movie.
Yes, like many people, that scene right there puts you in Star Wars. If Lucas messed up with that first opening scene, that would have screwed up the whole movie. But you knew you were in it for something special when that Star Destroyer came over your head. You're like, okay, this isn't going to be my ordinary, cheesy sci-fi movie.
Yeah. The other thing that I like to point out to people is that the sci-fi films that came before it always had these brand new, sterile, clean-looking ships and stuff, and Star Wars made it look like it was used, like it was old.
Yes, that's.
It worked. And it was just like, okay, so now we know that in the future, not everything's going to be, whatever, just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, everything's beat up. The Falcon, you got to punch it and everything, like some beat up used car. Yeah, it looked lived in, is I guess the right word to say. It looked lived in.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so 2 more questions before I hang up here.
Okay.
Who's your favorite Star Wars character, and which episode is your favorite?
Empire Strikes Back, of course, without a doubt, Empire Strikes Back, and Han Solo. I was always a Han Solo kid, and I still love Han Solo today. There was always a Luke kid, and there was always the Han type kid. And I was always like Han a lot more than I liked Luke. What about you?
Well, for me, it's Empire Strikes Back and Boba Fett.
Yeah, I almost said Boba Fett. He's one of my favorite characters, but Han just does so much more, so I always had to put Han a little above Boba Fett. But
well, I do like Han's sarcastic remarks and his one-liners.
Yeah, that's good too. And why did when they did the young Han Solo movie, which I thought was okay, why didn't they have a Boba Fett Han? I don't know why they missed opportunity to have Boba Fett in that movie trying to trace down Han. I think we all would have fanboyed out for that.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah. But
by the way, I've been watching you ever since you were called Star Wars, John.
Oh.
I've always enjoyed your take.
Man, you're going back to the old days then.
Yeah.
Oh.
I really enjoy your channel. I enjoy your content. I hope you keep it up and keep pumping out some awesome videos for us.
Okay, well, you all keep watching, and I will. But I want to thank you for calling.
All right, well, thanks for taking my call.
Thanks. Call back next week.
All right, have a good one.
You too. That is what I call another satisfied call. Let's see if we got time to pull another thing out of the newly delivered box. Let's see. What is this one right here? Uh-oh. Look at that. It's a Black Trooper. 470-541-2423. The number's pinned up there if you don't see it. There, that stupid retro sticker. There it is. An Imperial Dignitary Trooper. I know it's not called that. Imperial Death Trooper, which they almost made back in the Kenner line. Yes, I did a video on that. You don't believe me, do you? But they did. They almost released a Black Stormtrooper in 78, 79. This is Junkman. Thanks for calling the Junk Room. Who is this?
Lonnie.
What? Who?
Lonnie?
Oh, Lonnie. I thought you said Barney. That's why I said let me ask again, because I don't know anybody named Barney. What's up, Lonnie?
Oh, not a lot. How's it going?
Going good. What's on your mind tonight?
Just wanted to talk about Star Wars. I went and saw it. Tomorrow will be 45 years.
Oh, so you saw it one of the first things, huh? So you saw it the opening weekend.
Yep.
That's
Waited
great.
4 hours in line.
Oh, man. It's worth it. Worth it.
Oh, yes.
I bet you were. How old were you when you saw it?
11.
Oh, man, what a good time to see it at 11. That really blew your mind away, I bet. 'Cause, man, I was only like going on 5, and so 11's perfect age to go see it.
Oh, yeah. It was my favorite movie for years.
Oh, I'm sure, and I'm sure you were there for Empire and Jedi, waiting in line.
Yep. Surprisingly, not as big a fan of those movies as the first.
Oh, well, it's kind of like your first love, right?
Yeah, I thought they kind of kidded it up for the other movies.
I can see that for a Jedi. I don't know if I would say Empire kiddied it up, but I can see that. But I still love Jedi, though.
Yeah, well, unlike most people, I didn't like Yoda. He was a Muppet, and I didn't think that was too cool.
Don't like Yoda? Oh, man. I never heard anyone not like Yoda.
It sounded too much like Fozzie Bear.
He did sound a lot like Fozzie Bear, didn't he? But he didn't really look like a puppet. That was a very good puppet for that time period.
Yeah, but I was 14.
Oh,
so,
yeah. You had to hate anything Muppet or puppets at 14.
Yep.
It's like I found these people just hate the Ewoks because they have to hate them because they were at that age when they couldn't like teddy bears.
Right.
Yeah, but well, if you didn't like, well, I hate to ask you what you thought of the prequels.
Ugh, yuck.
Man, I'm guessing no sequel fan either, huh?
No.
You watching Obi-Wan this week?
I will watch Obi-Wan, but I just think it's going to ruin Star Wars even more.
Nothing can ruin the past, no matter what they do. You'll still have the original, well, for you, the original to watch and love. One more. What do you think about the special edition of Star Wars, A New Hope?
Well, yeah, I don't like that they called it A New Hope, and I didn't like the special editions.
You didn't like to see CGI Jabba showing up. You didn't like that, huh?
No.
It looked horrible.
Right. I'd seen the actor who played. I saw the scene before they added the CGI.
Oh, yeah.
So I knew what it was supposed to look like, and Jabba wasn't supposed to be some big giant slug thing.
Right. And what's odd about that scene, if you go back and watch it, he says almost the same lines that Greedo says before that. So it's like, why is it even? It's not even needed. So I ask you one more question before I jump off here. Who shot first, Han or Greedo, in your mind?
Well, Greedo never shot. He just got his ass blown away.
Oh, that's true. So I guess you're not a big fan of Greedo shooting first and saying McCulkey.
Nope. Anything that they changed from the original, I didn't like.
I got you. Okay, well, you got anything else?
Yeah, my favorite character, R2-D2.
R2 gets a lot of love. I do like R2. I like him better than 3PO. 3PO is kind of annoying, to be honest with you, sometimes. I do like R2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's my favorite.
He's a good one. Okay, well, I want to thank you for calling.
Okay, thanks for having me on. Later.
Thanks. Call back. That is what I call a set-aside caller at 470-541-2423. We're rolling tonight. I don't know if it's the topic or what, but I know my battery is about to die. Junkman, why don't you plug that camera in?
Have you ever wanted to dress like the Junkman? Well,
Junkman,
you can
why
at
don't you-
junkmanmerch.com. We got shirts, all kinds of shirts, all kinds of colors of shirts. We got mugs, we got shirts, and all kinds of shirts. Pop culture shirts, Star Wars shirts, He-Man shirts.
I'm coming. We got a caller here. I got a caller. Let's see if I can. Caller, I'm trying to get to you before it hangs up. I'm trying to get to you. I had to change my battery. This is the Junkman. Thanks for calling the Junk Room. Who is this?
Hey, Junkman. This is Alex from Greensville, South Carolina.
Alex from South Carolina. How's it going, Alex?
No, I'm doing pretty good. I had two really quick questions for you. One is not Star Wars related, but where did you get the Toys R Us display on your backdrop?
That is a fan made it and sent it in. If you go over to the That Junkman Live channel, youtube.com/That Junkman Live, you can see me unboxing it during a live stream, a clip of a live stream, and I talk about it, show it off in detail. So check that out if you hadn't, and all your answers will be answered. All your questions will be answered over there. But it's pretty awesome. It lights up. I know you can't see that from me if you watch the other video. It actually lights up.
I just love the nostalgia value of that. But my real question. I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm sorry.
Hey, it happens, man. Believe me, I talk live on this all the time, so I understand that.
You have a good night, man, and enjoy your call.
Well, if you think about it, call back. Okay, if you remember, call back. Thanks.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Right. That, I don't know if that was a satisfied caller or not. Hopefully. Let's pull another. As long as nobody's calling in yet, let's pull another thing out of the box. Boom. There he is. Everyone's favorite hunter, Boba Fett, the bounty hunter himself. Look at him with them hammer pants on. Hammer time. Can't touch this. It's hammer time. Can't touch this. It's hammer time. Do. Ring the bell, sucker. Boba Fett's in town. It's hammer time. Yeah, I don't know why they gave him stupid looking pants. It's really green. I don't like how cleaned up he was in this. The Mandalorian. Boba Fett came. He was dirty and scratched up again. What happened? There's this Boba Fett Morak. What's a Morak? Boba Fett Morak, it says. I don't know what a Boba Fett Morak is. But we got time for at least a couple more calls. 470-541-2423. We'll take, because I got to make another Forgotten Star Wars. Have you been watching this week at noontime? Forgotten Star Wars all this week. Richaroo's Monday. That was a classic video, so you might have seen that before. Tuesday, we talked about, what did we talk about? Oh, mirror kits, mirror and models. We talked about that. Today, what did we talk about today? Star Wars decoders. And what are we going to talk about tomorrow for the Forgotten Star Wars? You just wait and see. I'm going to tell you about Power of the Force Kenner attacking the Death Star. Let's take another call. Let's see how long this one goes, and then we might take another one. But let me unmute it. This is the Junkman. Thanks for calling the Junk Room. Who is this?
This is Mike from Milwaukee.
Mike from Milwaukee, Laverne and Shirleytown. How's it going,
Yes,
Mike?
Sir. Doing good, doing good. Great topic. Love the show.
That's about the only thing I know about Milwaukee. Laverne and Shirley and beer.
Happy days, beer, bowling, brats.
Yes, happy days. That's right.
That's right. Happy days.
So what's on your mind tonight?
Well, I was 9 years old when I saw Star Wars in the theater.
4?
No, I was 9.
Oh, 9. I thought you. Okay.
Yeah.
9.
Yeah, I was a little young there. No.
Yeah,
No, 9 years old. Single screen, mono sound. It was, podunk theater in the town I grew up in.
Something about those old beat down theaters, seeing it in those beat down little small theaters. Back before the stadium seats, when if somebody sat in front of you, you'll see their head throughout the whole movie.
Exactly. These were like the old school uncomfortable wood seats that were probably 10 years past their prime.
Yeah. I kind of would like to see a movie like that today. But at 9's a good age to see Star Wars.
Heck yeah. I actually saw it first when it came to our town. It was October of 77. Because my dad didn't like driving into Milwaukee. I couldn't tell you why, but yeah, that's how my first experience was seeing Star Wars. Sitting in there on a Saturday and Sunday afternoon, about 2-3 showings a day.
No, yes. I can, man.
When your mom and dad just drop you off the theater and you can get away with it.
Yes, I used to go to the movies all weekend. I mean, not all weekend, but like Saturday sometimes they drop us off like 11 o'clock and we see 2 or 3 movies. We wouldn't pay to see them.
Right.
We just paid to see one, but...
You paid to see one, exactly.
Yeah. And now they don't even want you in the theater if you're a kid. I was like, oh.
Yep. Exactly. So I can say that I saw it in a theater without the title A New Hope.
Yes, I did too, although I can't remember it as good as you can because I was just about to turn 5. But I saw it a few times re-released before they added A New Hope.
Yeah, and then when Empire came out, we actually did go to a theater in Milwaukee. Nice old school United Artists Theater, 70mm presentation, huge screen,
Man,
Dolby
nice.
stereos. My first Dolby experience.
Blew you away, I'm sure.
Big time.
Yeah. So by the time Jedi came out, you were pretty mid-teens then, right? Late teens.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
So that had to be a different experience.
Saw it at the same theater. That's the one where I actually had to wait in line about 20 minutes because we got there just after school, and there was a line, big honking line, and I almost didn't get in. I was waiting there for 5 minutes while the manager was counting the tickets to see how many they sold, how many seats they had left. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God, please, I got to get in here,
Right. Well, yeah, it's a different time for people, the kids today. We had to stand in line, a long line to get the ticket, then get in another line to get a seat. And you weren't guaranteed to get a good seat. Yeah, if you wasn't in front of that line.
Exactly. You'd be somewhere down in front, on the side, or way in the back, or if it had one, the balcony.
Yeah, the balcony. The worst of that very front row where you almost had to lean back and watch it.
Oh, yeah, just to see it, and by the time you come out, your neck is killing you.
Yeah, it's like, why even put this row in here? But even for the Phantom Menace, I got there like 7 hours before. Stood in line.
Wow.
But there were people camping out.
Oh, yeah.
Like weeks and months ahead of time.
Exactly.
I kind of miss that, though. Now you buy them online, you show up, you pick your seat and everything. But kind of, it was a community. It brought us all together standing in that line
exactly.
talking stuff.
It did. It really did. And that's what's kind of missing nowadays.
Yeah. Now you go see it, you get home, and 2 weeks later, there's another movie to go see.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anything else on your mind?
Favorite character, Han Solo, because he drove the Millennium Falcon. Do you need any other excuse?
That's true. I mean, that was the coolest ship in the movie. I mean, I love the B-wing, but that was the coolest ship by far.
B-wing's still an awesome, especially if you play like in Star Wars X-Wing Alliance. If you ever played it on PC, that is an awesome game that I wish they would just update.
Would be cool. It would be cool. I hadn't played it in a long time, but I was never really good at it, but I did like to play it.
Well, exactly. I mean, I don't know how many hours I blew on that game.
Right.
But yeah, special editions, I like them. Like the New Hope will say, Jabba, that wasn't needed. This is another reason why we have editors for films. We took the original scene out there for a reason. Just kind of dragged it on a little bit. Anything involving the Millennium Falcon, big plus in my book, but there was not a lot of stuff they had to change. Empire, I thought was awesome because that had the fewest changes to it.
Yeah, and I think the Emperor scene, I like the Emperor scene because it fixes the movie more, being that we got the original actor.
That part, yeah, exactly.
I just don't know why they changed the dialogue. That kind of bothered me a little bit, but
yeah, especially the one about towards the end of the film where it's get me to my shuttle. Like in
he's
back to my Star Story. I mean, the original was Vader was ticked. He just couldn't get his kid to turn. You knew he was ticked off because he would bring my shuttle.
Yes, that was a good line.
Get me my shuttle and tell my Star Destroyer I'm coming in. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, but Empire has the fewer changes, and the changes that are in Empire are mostly to fix the movie, make Cloud City look better, fix some stuff at Hoth. So overall, that was the last.
A lot of that stuff, like the Falcons approach. I mean, again, anything involving the Falcons, a big plus in my book.
Oh yeah. See that? Huh?
And Jedi, a lot. Jedi rocks, and forget it. And the end, forget that too.
At least they went back into
celebration.
On the DVD they added. It was Empire. Never mind. They added Luke's fall and he yells. But then they went back and took it back out.
Yeah, that one, yes.
I'm glad they took that one back out.
I remember when my wife and I saw the special editions the first day they came out in the theater, the one thing that just ticked me off so bad was when in the Death Star chasm where Luke's getting the rope out, Leia's providing cover fire, and you clearly hear gunshots, actual gunshots, not the blaster fire. It took them a while to fix that.
Yes, I remember that. It sounded like Doom.
Yeah, exactly. And you just knew it. It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah. But okay.
Other than that, happy anniversary, 45th anniversary of Star Wars.
Oh yes, flown by. Well, I want to thank you for calling.
Hey, you're welcome. Take care. We'll see you.
Okay, thanks. There we go. What I like to call satisfied customer. I know we usually do a little darker in here and get a kind of a nighttime atmosphere going. I tell you, it's been an hour. We will take one more call if I get one soon while we look. We got two more things in this box here. Hopefully I can hold on while I whip this out. Ooh, Russ, my buddy Russ, who will be doing a live stream this Saturday at 8 o'clock for about 4 or 5 hours. All Hulk Hogan wanted was a hot dog, but he gets mad because I don't know his people. He's like, oh, don't you know their names? I don't know. I don't know her real name. I just can't keep it with this new stuff name. He was showing me some new Boba Fett. He's like, is that Priva Vars? I was like, I don't know who Priva Vars is. But there we go. Stupid back. Same back. Ugh. Give us a retro back. Back Hasbro. Let's take one more caller and then I'll whip out. Okay. Let's take a call. This is the Junk Room. Who's calling?
Hey, this is Jason Jones from British Columbia, Canada.
Whoa, Canada. I don't think this might be... Oh, a second. This first Canada call, second out of the country call. What's on your mind?
Just Star Wars at 45.
45 years ago. Seems like just last year it was 44.
Yeah, well, I wasn't as old as the other callers. I was only 3 years old.
Oh, 3. A little younger. 1 year younger than I was. I was 4 going on 5.
So all I remember is the Star Wars catalog for the toys, and then being ushered into the young mother's private room as my father got to sit outside in the audience.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Theaters don't do that anymore with young mothers.
No. Now they bring their kids to the movies and they cry and scream during it.
Yeah. They used to have a whole private soundproof room these days that sat about 6 or 8 mothers with their strollers.
Man, they need that today.
And yeah.
They need a. I'm going to use my cell phone during the movie room.
But yeah, and then so that's all what I remember about seeing Star Wars. Unfortunately, being such a young age.
Yeah, I think I remember more of the re-release because they re-released it every year, almost. So I can remember seeing it then, but I'm not sure. I doubt I remember the very first time.
So, question. What do you think of the Slave One losing his name?
I think I did a whole video on it, but in short, it's
did,
stupid.
But
It's
I haven't
stupid.
watched it for a while.
Oh, okay.
So maybe after Boba Fett.
It's stupid. It's not needed. Slave has many meanings. It doesn't have to mean a slave as a person. The word has different meanings, so it's just not needed.
Yep.
I'd rather just not say anything at all than say fire spray. Fire spray just sounds stupid. It sounds like something from a bad fan fiction, or it just sounds goofy. So yeah, I hate it. Hate it.
Right, and the next question I will have is, because I have many debates on this one, but in the last, well, it wasn't the second one of the Disney films, that new pilot jockey went and did a X-wing slide. Wasn't that just ridiculous? When he's at the start of the movie and he's
That Last Jedi?
Yeah. It's the second one. Right?
Yes, honestly, I can't remember that.
Yeah, when Poe was trying to get communications established, and he's
Yes, I remember that.
flying around shooting the turns. He does a slide in an X-wing.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it since in a long time. So it sounds from you're saying a slide. It sounds silly. So I have to go back and see what I think about that one. It does sound very bad, but I mean, he did a your mama joke right around that same time. So
Yeah, it was about that same time.
yeah.
But yeah, and yeah, that's what I'll have. I'll just close with saying that surprise, but Return of the Jedi is my favorite of the classics.
See, a lot of people don't say that. I loved it as a kid. It was my favorite. Then I got older. Empire became my favorite. But it's interesting.
Yeah,
that you like that.
Empire is great, but to me, Return of the Jedi, you've got a great lightsaber battle with great music.
True.
You got a epic starship fight plus a blaster fight at the end. How can you do any better than that?
Yeah, and the Ewoks don't bother me. I don't mind the Ewoks. I don't see why they get so much hate.
Yeah. Well, they're there. You can't get rid of them at this point.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, they're not bad characters. Maybe it's not what I would have picked, but still, they're not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, the worst part of that film was the singing pair of lips there in Jabba's palace.
Special edition, the Jedi Rock. Oof.
Yeah.
But oh man, the Sarlacc pit, that scene when I was little, seeing Luke on the edge of that plank. Oh, nothing got me pumped up more in Star Wars than him jumping up, flipping, and catching that lightsaber. I mean, I was standing up cheering.
Oh yeah, I remember grabbing, I think it was like the Tops, the trading card or the baseball card company. I think they did a little magazine for Return of the Jedi, and you saw that scene of him on the sail barge with his green lightsaber going, oh my God, he has a green lightsaber.
Yes. It's great. It was a great movie. Okay, we got anything else?
That's about it, but love the show. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you for calling.
Have a great day.
You too, thanks. You know what I say? So that's what I say. That's Left Coast Graphics' favorite YouTuber. So that is Rudolph herself. We got some chats here. We got somebody say, Roland! I don't know why. We got the only one. Oh, Roland's in this chat. We got Dominic is here. Roland there is. Yeah. Ramon. Oh, Randy and everybody else right there. Oh, I got one more thing to whip out. The last of my boxes. I know I finally got these. I pre-ordered these and they hit stores already. But you got Blue Girl Boba Fett. Blue Girl Boba Fett, what I'm going to call this one. What's her name? Bo Can Kreese. That's why I don't remember their names. My Russ is like, why don't you know their names? Because they got stupid names. You know, and Han Solo, that's a name I can remember. Luke Skywalker, that's a name I can remember. Right? Bo-Katan, that's okay. I can handle Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan, crazy. I don't know. Sokatana, I've learned to accept that. The armor, but that's it. I got the retro figures finally. Thank you, Big Bad Toys. Big Bad Toys. Well, the day is the day. 45 years of Star Wars. Can you believe it? I can't at all. Once you go watch a Star Wars movie, I can't wait till Blake checks out the non-special edition, original cut, comes back and let us know what he thought about that. Should be interesting for sure. But don't forget, the 8 o'clock video tonight came up at 7. It's me just reminiscing about seeing Star Wars, about my Star Wars book, Star Wars toys, and just falling in love with Star Wars. Tomorrow, Forgotten Star Wars comes back, and we're going to talk about something Kenner related, and attacking the Death Star, and some other things too. That's a little tease right there. All this week at noon, Forgotten Star Wars merchandise. It's been a lot of fun doing those. I really enjoyed that. Hopefully you have too. And I guess that's it. Oh, today is Return of the Jedi's anniversary. Don't forget that. Released in 1983 on May 25th. So today is a Jedi anniversary. Don't let us overlook Return of the Jedi. I want to thank the calls. We got a lot of calls tonight. And looks like the live stream did better on this channel. So I'm going to take this one down, move it over to the live stream, put clips up and everything. And don't forget, Sunday nights, 10 o'clock, the podcast goes up. That's this call-in show, edited out, audio, wherever you get your podcast at. Apple, Google, Amazon, Spotify, whatever. You can hear the phone calls without all the technical issues and all that. Should be a lot of fun. I want to thank you for coming. We'll be back Saturday for a live stream. Me and my buddy Russ is always wild, crazy fun over there. You never know what you're going to get. So check that out Saturday. And be back tomorrow with 2 videos. Thank you for watching. I am at, if I can find what I'm looking for. And I was all ready to go. I thought I had a, oh well, shit. So I always blow my wad right there at the end. That's not what I'm looking for. I don't want to be a TV set. Oh, did anyone see the commercials live stream I did? That was crazy. It was like 5 hours. Thank you. Good night, guys.